Hello, this is Jennifer. Today is Wednesday, June 13th, and today I'm going to talk about a few plants, tomato plants, that have ripe fruits. I already picked some of the fruits, so you can see this cluster here, which is ripening now. This is supposedly a Juliet tomato. Juliet's supposed to be a grape tomato. I've grown it before, and I've found that it's an unstable hybrid. So it's always a guess what you're going to get with Juliet. So this Juliet happens to be very tall, prolific, but is not producing great tomatoes. Instead, these are more like Roma tomatoes. So I'll take a taste to see what these are like. This plant is being grown in a 15-gallon container, and it's using 8-foot poles for staking and support, and this tomato twist. I went ahead and gave it a try, and actually it does work, but you do need extra support. I water it probably 2 or 3 times a week. Every once in a while I give it some fish emulsion, especially before it starts fruiting. So when it's a small plant, before it starts fruiting, fish emulsion is good. It gives it a healthy start, gives it nice green leaves. And then after that, I started feeding it Epsom salts. So this one gets Epsom salts probably twice a week now, and it's looking pretty good. It had a problem with powdery mildew, and I've been working hard to get that under control. I'd say I've had some limited success with that, and for the powdery mildew, I've just been using neem oil. So I tried some of the copper spray. I also tried the baking soda approach, and actually all 3 of them work about the same, but the neem oil with a little bit of dish soap put in it seems a little less rigorous in terms of, the amount of chemicals to get the same effect. So that's what I've been using. Anyhow, so this plant was planted, I believe, at the end of January. It started indoors, and then I moved it outside. So I have another Juliet plant that has a different kind of tomatoes, and is actually only grown to be about 3 feet tall. So like I said, Juliet is an unstable hybrid. This tomato plant is called Italian Ice. And I've grown this before, and I have trouble growing this. It's usually not a hardy plant, and as you can see here, this plant is also not hardy. It's susceptible to powdery mildew, which again I've been fighting with the same solution. So it's been doing better than it has been, but as you can see here, it's still having some problems. One of the things that has helped all of my plants is I've increased the watering. So anyhow, we grab a few of these ripe ones, and I'll give them a taste. Let's see, some more here. Anyhow, these are supposed to be white, but mine have turned yellow. So I guess that's fine. Maybe it's because of all the sun. Dropped it. But in the past, these have been pretty mild tasting, not too sweet. But I decided to give them a chance again to see if maybe I can get some better flavor this time. The thing about these seeds is that they're expensive, and they only give you a few. So I was hoping to get more seeds this time from actual ripe fruits, and see if I could get a hardier plant by growing the next generation of seeds. So this is the Italian Ice. This one is the White Tomasol. So I've already pulled the tomato that I'm going to taste test. But basically this is what they're looking like. Again, instead of being white, mine are turning out to be creamy yellow. Again, I think it's because of the sun. This plant I've had to cut back because of the powdery mildew, and it was just getting weak all around. So it's growing some new suckers here, I guess if the suckers and whatnot come out healthy, then I will go ahead and continue to let this plant continue to grow back. But the tomatoes, whoa, it did produce. Some of them are pretty big and crazy shaped, like this guy here, who's got lobes. This one down here too, and these two here. I have another plant in another location in the yard that is doing much better and has more regularly shaped tomatoes. Again, this is the White Tomasol, and it is planted in I believe this is either a 20 or a 25 gallon grow bag, and it's got drip irrigation. And here are all 3 tomatoes I'm going to taste today. This is the Italian Ice, the White Tomasol, and the Juliet. Cut them up. So the White Tomasol looks like your typical beefsteak type tomato. It's got some little seeds in there. And then this is the Juliet, which is not Juliet, excuse me. This is the Italian Ice, and it's just a little cherry tomato. And then this one here again, I said is more reminiscent of a paste tomato like the Roma. And as you can see, it has very few seeds, and it looks like a paste tomato. So I imagine that the Juliet went back to one of its Roma ancestors, and that's what I've got here. So I'm going to give this one a taste. This is the Juliet. There's no sweetness. It is very tomatoey, and it just tastes like a paste tomato. This is the Italian Ice. This one's very good. There's a little bit of sweetness, and it has some tartness as well, but it has a very pleasant texture, a little crunchy. The skin's a little tough, but it tastes slightly fruity. And then the White Tomasol. It tastes just like a red beef steak. Oh, that really messes with your head. It's okay. It tastes like a grocery store tomato. It's not very flavorful. It's kind of watery. It's not acidic. It's very edible though. It's like a completely and totally non-offensive tomato. So that's the White Tomasol. Except for the visuals, I probably wouldn't grow this one again. It's like a novelty tomato. I'd rather just grow a red tomato. But you know, if you want to freak people out with a yellow, with a yellow or whitish tomato that tastes like a red one, this will do it. And that's all for now.